for battle.
Hello everybody, my name is Aftermath and I'm directly into the demo of Slark. And why am I in demo with Slark? Is because the new International Treassure 3 launched and I wanted to show you all the little animations and what they change, and the best way to do this is by going into what you see, the demo. The thing is, my recording sadly didn't quite work, but I'm gonna go over every single Immortal there is just after this, and then I'm going to demo everything. So we start with Slark because it was the first Immortal, and right off the bat, what is changing? It's a weapon, and what is changing is the pounce. The pounce icon is changing, and the animation is changing too. As you can see, there is this little bit of, you know, things that go on. And we can spawn a dummy target. Let's see if anything else changed. So the Dark Pack does not change. The Acid Shift, however, has a nice little effect to it now. That reminds me very much of the crit of Phantom Assassin's Arcana, but also of Desolate. So that's pretty neat. And the ultimate still looks the same. So that is what we have. That's Slark for you. That's basically what changed with Slark. The animation of pounce changes, the animation of the hit changes, and of course, when the enemy gets captured, that changes too. There's different sound effects you may or may not be able to hear, and those different sound effects also because of the Immortal. So let's go for the next one. Surely there's a few more in this package. So this one was the first one. Ooh, what the fuck? Did I just click on Demo Hero again? Oh, that is not very good. But it doesn't need to load very long, so that's totally alright. And I might have screwed up a little. Okay, never mind. We can quit this here, right? Okay, let's do this. So if we go back, treasure, the next one, of course, is the Earth Spirit, which is called Hydrocan. No, that's wrong. It's not a Hydrocan Latch. It's okay, buggy. Never mind. Very buggy. But basically, Earth Spirit has Jade Reckoning. And let's demo that really quickly. What that does also has ambience effect, also has different things that it does and changes. And let's see how Earth Spirit looks in action. So we level him up to max, and then we have a new icon for Rolling Boulder. So let's drop a few stones first with 3 spells. The stones don't seem to be changing at all. So let's try Rolling Boulder. So Rolling Boulder changes into this roll, literally. And that of course looks pretty cool. I mean, look at it. It's pretty damn cool, actually. Then we have, of course, still this kick, which doesn't change at all. Then you have the grip, which doesn't seem to be changing at all. And the ulti, which... oh, I need an enemy. Doesn't seem to be changing at all either. So all in all things, maybe with an Aghanim Scepter, let's try that. Aghanim Scepter. Okay, now we need a dummy target. No, we don't need an enemy, we do actually need a friend, but apparently that is not going to change either. So the only thing that changes with this Immortal is the Rolling Boulder, but the Rolling Boulder does change into something quite amazing looking, so that is pretty amazing as well. I really kind of dig the Rolling Boulder animation, but I don't really play Earth Spirit because I kind of shit at him. Alright then. Here we go, time for the go next. We have Bane finally getting some nice stuff here with his Slumbering Terror, which is apparently changing his Nightmare. Let's look how this actually plays out right in the game after it has loaded up, of course. Okay, and well, then we have the good old looking Bane, which is apparently an arm slot item, I wouldn't know. And we're just going to level up to max. Level up the enemy a few times, spawn an enemy, and the ultimate, first of all, doesn't change anything. Okay, that's totally alright. I kind of expected that, right? The Brain Sap isn't changing anything, and the Q isn't changing anything, but the Nightmare is changing quite a lot. And now the Nightmare actually looks like an effing nightmare. To put that in perspective, and just look at how it looks. Oh yeah, I maybe need to turn this on. 3 spells. Here we go. The Nightmare is now a little ghost that dances around the enemy. Is like, ooh. This actually looks like a legit Nightmare. So before that, Nightmare was kind of like little bubbles. Right now, it's like a little bug, and that bug looks actually amazing. So this is a pretty cool Arcana. Next, we have Ogre Mario with the Hydrocan Latch. No, with the Auspice of the Wireledge. Whoa. Auspice of the Wireledge. Giga. It's apparently changing the multicast, which I think is interesting, because I wouldn't really know how that works. So we demo the hero, put on a dummy target, we put on max level, we put on no cooldowns, and then we're gonna see how the changes are. So here we go. Let's go for level max first. Nice. And by an Aghanim Scepter, and then spawn the dummy target. Go. So let's start with the normal stun. Nothing changes. This one. Ah, I see. That's what the what it does. Apparently the animations of every single spell are literally still the same. However, the multicast animation is no longer a multicast, it's a Wheel of Fortune. Yes, as a matter of fact, it seems like if you get multicasts, you can now see over the head in a Wheel of Fortune fashion what kind of multicast it was. And in this case, that is actually very nice. I don't think if this is any handy, but it actually looks pretty nice. Like, this is a cool way to make an immortal for a changing animation for a passive, because multicast in its essence is a very passive skill. Only really does nothing actually, can't activate it, that's why it's a passive, right? Looks pretty cool, like that a lot. So, nice, we have that going for us. Now let's go with the Razor, with the Hydrocan Lash, I mean the Silvering Lash. And that seems to be changing the plasmatic field, so let's see what we are going to expect here once we go into it. So, okay. As always, it's loading. Let's level up to max by an Aghanim Scepter, because he has a Scepter effect. Zombie target, and let's start with the Drain. Does the Drain do anything else? No, the Drain actually just looks amazing. The attack animation has been changed, as you can see. It looks absolutely amazing. I love it. The ulti, still the same. Okay, well, let's look at the plasma field. Are you ready? Oh god, that's gonna be... If the attack animation is an indicator of how the plasma field looks, like, let's just look at it. Wow, this is actually fairly sick. I kinda want this right now, because Razor is a hero that I'm actually inclined to play. I mean, I would play him. I don't mind to play him. And look at this. Wow. That's going to be used in a tower defense game, and it's probably gonna kill our eyes. But for now, it's a Razor item, and it's pretty cool. And now we have, of course, for the Loft Medusa, the Mana Shield change for Daughters of the Hydrophinae. And let's gonna demo that by us a little bit tanky, because we don't have an Aghanim Scepter, which is gonna buy like 6 hearts, gonna spawn shit tons of enemies, and free spell, level to max. And just gonna... No, never mind, I'm just gonna get 6 Scotties, that makes me tanky too. And then we're gonna go enemy, level up enemy. Maybe. Okay. Now the enemy must only attack me, but they don't really. Okay, never mind, they don't actually have to do that. So, it's hard to see now, which is why I'm killing these things. But basically, the way it works is that everything looks kind of the same, except the Mana Shield. The Mana Shield is now little snakes going around in a circle. And, oh, sorry for the rampage. And that actually is a very better indicator of what the Mana Shield actually is. Because if you know the Mana Shield, you know that it's very hard to actually see it. But right now it looks actually pretty cool. Let's see if the attack animation is any different. We need to unequip every single Scuddy in order to make that happen. So they should be doing that just to now. And the attack animation is indeed completely the same. Is it the same for split shot? Yes, also. Okay, good. That was Medusa for you. That is a new Mana Shield. Snakes that go around her. A little bit easier to see, so that's maybe coming in handy. It's literally pay to lose right there. Of course, you have the 50 Battle Pass levels, which are a bonus reward. You have the same things that Slark does in Golden. And then you have the ultra, really rare, super, mega, amazing Lina thing. And that Lina thing is going to change the ulti. So basically, this is going to be an Arcana. Not as an Arcana, and more expensive because it's going to be ultra rare. So you can only get it with this treasure, and only now. Let's see just what it ends up being. I'm kind of excited for this also, because it's the ultra rare, and they usually put a lot of effort into making sure that the ultra rare looks pretty cool. So let's spawn a dummy. And let's check if Jean... First of all, Lina looks pretty fucking amazing. I mean, look at it. Come on, that looks amazing. The auto ticks are the same. Q, the same. W, the same. And let's go with the Laguna Blade, which is changed its icon. Ooh, oh wow, that's actually Kamehameha right there. And, well, just look at it. It looks pretty neat. And it also looks like... Oh, and she has different movements. No, she has the same movement. It definitely is a Kamehameha. Look at her hand movement, doing the movement that Son Goku usually always does in Dragon Ball. I'm a fucking weep. Basically, that's for now. I don't know if the Gold Slug changes anything. I guess we're gonna find out really quickly while I'm wrapping up this video. Before I'm gonna open my treasure. It would be not only fair to look if Gold Slug does anything different. We know what Slug now is supposed to... Oh. That's just open the treasure and stay tuned for whatever or not anything changes. And the ultra rare stuff so far, well, of course, disappeared. And okay, I got Omamagi. I again really like what they have done to his passive. I just it told me to receive this. Sadly, I can only get this by purchasing all levels, and I'm not inclined to do this right now. I'm very sorry for that. But I'm probably going to do it later, so if you want to see more openings, just stay tuned for the very few last days. And that's the Immortal Treassure 3 for you. Oh yeah, right, I totally forgot. We wanted to check the treasure before we go off. If it does, by chance, it still changes the slug really quickly. It's a gold item, so let's do this. And here we go. Demo hero. Let's once more load slug up for this conclusion of the 10-minute video we're having right now. And then we are going to go for some fun. Come on, please load. Thank you very much. No, actually, really. At least. Thank you. Okay, so let's level up to max, spawn a dummy target, and the gold actually changes something. Okay, guys, in case you didn't know that, gold changes that it's not pink but gold. Okay, and of course I have the gold animation, the gold desolate, so to say, and I have the gold crater. Okay, so I'm actually surprised the gold does change quite a bit actually, and I would definitely prefer having the gold over the non-gold version as a direct result. So that's pretty much it. This was every single Immortal demoed, and I hope you enjoyed that. My name is Aftermath, and as always, see you guys next time, and